What's up, guys?
That's my face. I like to beat me.
Your boys are back.
Or whatever.
So we're gonna talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo. He has some comments about the NBA being too buddy-buddy.
Buddy.
We're gonna talk about...
Oh God, no, NBA right.
We're gonna talk about Rudy Gobert getting ejected like 3 minutes into the game. We're gonna talk about
KD comments on
Kevin
LeBron.
Durant saying...
And I got a
LeBron.
surprise question for my
Can't
boys
wait.
here. I'm not gonna say anything.
Can't
Stay
wait.
tuned, guys. All right.
We're back! Ha!
How you guys been?
You're watching us, you're doing great, right?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Guys, so with Giannis, you guys know more about this than I do.
So, this morning, I got a notification from Bleacher Report saying that Giannis made a comment about how the players now are too buddy-buddy with each other, liking to work out together during the summer, being friendly. He says he's not about that life. He doesn't want to show his skills. He doesn't want to work out with you. He doesn't care about being buddy-buddy with you. He doesn't want to be friends.
He also said he wanted to punch Mario Hezonja in the nuts.
I missed that, but awesome.
Giannis, you're the man, bro. You're the Greek freak.
The old school basketball. He doesn't care about players. Those are the opponent.
I see where he's coming from, because he doesn't want to, if he develops a 3-point shot, he wouldn't want LeBron to know.
Exactly.
LeBron's gonna guard it. He don't want Durant to know, because Durant is gonna guard it. He want to surprise everybody. Oh, you thought couldn't shoot? Alright.
Man, and I saw the comments for that. They were all about Mamba.
The
Kobe.
Mamba mentality. Yes.
Although Kobe does work out with a lot of people.
Now he's retired though.
Yes.
You didn't see that before.
Nah, he used to work out with legends. That's what he used to do. Like, he used to go in the summer and work out with Hakeem Olajuwon. He used to work out with Kareem. But that makes sense because the legends are not playing anymore, so they're not his opponents.
He could learn a lot from legends.
You never saw him working out with regular players, active players.
Not even his own teammates. Work out with his
Hey,
teammates.
give me the ball. Get out of the gym.
Yeah.
It's my time.
I'm shooting. But
I
yeah,
like,
I really like this. I feel like the NBA is too buddy-buddy. Like, you see these people all playing basketball in the summer together. They're not even in the same team, but they're playing basketball together. Like, I get it. It's a team sport, but those are not your teammates. Those are your opponents. They're playing other teams. You want to defeat them. And the NBA has become a thing about, like, everybody has their buddy and they want to join together. Like, and I don't like that. Like, I get that friendship is a thing, and if you go to the playground, you want to play with your friends. But like, it's a competition. It's an actual competition, and you're getting paid to beat your opponent. You're not getting paid to do handshakes and to like, oh, I'm not trying to hurt you because he's going to the rim, so I don't want to foul him, because if I foul him, he's gonna get hurt. Like, it's not about that. Like,
It brings me back to a quote that Jordan said when he heard that LeBron went to Miami. He's like, back in my days, I could have played with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird on my team, but why would I do that? I want to beat those guys.
Also, I had Scottie Pippen, so I didn't need them.
Yeah.
So the comments came because he refused to work out with KD and LeBron. So I would understand LeBron working out with Dwayne Wade. He's old. They're not on the same level anymore. There's nothing Dwayne Wade can do to stop LeBron at this point in their career. They're best friends. Okay, good for you.
Yeah, that's
but
good.
Giannis, up and coming star, working out with number 1 and 2 best players in the league. No, it's not working out for you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make sense. I think if it's a competition, you don't want to practice with your opponents. You want to practice with your teammates. You don't want to practice with your opponents.
Yeah, you don't play with your food.
You eat it, you destroy it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That
was your thoughts.
That would be like the same thing if Mike Tyson was sparring with Evander Holyfield before they fight each other. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But anyway, speaking of Kevin Durant.
Oh yeah.
What did Kevin Durant say again? He said that he didn't want to play with LeBron.
He said LeBron's environment is too toxic and he said it makes sense why no one wants to go play with LeBron.
And he also said that the Lakers suck. What?
No. That wasn't part of the
That he
statement.
wants to go to the Clippers instead because they're ahead of them.
That wasn't part of the statement, okay?
Why would they train together if he thinks the guy is toxic?
I don't know.
What the hell, Durant? You are not making sense right now, bro.
No, actually, what he means is like actually playing in the team with LeBron. He feels like he's too toxic because everything that the team does revolves around LeBron, and if the team wins a championship, then it's LeBron's championship. It's not Kevin Durant's. If they lose, they're never gonna go to LeBron and blame him for losing.
Exactly.
They're gonna blame J.R. Smith, or they're gonna blame Kyle
was J.R.
Korver,
Smith's
or
fault.
Kyrie Irving, or whoever.
No, but
It was J.R.
So it's basically what he's trying to say is basically the same reason why Kyrie Irving left to go to Boston. Is he wants to not have to deal with what LeBron does. Like he doesn't want any questions about LeBron. He wants questions directed to him. And KD doesn't like media in the first place. So having to deal with that, it will be really toxic for him. I really understand where he's coming
Now
from.
everything that comes out of KD's mouth is not taken like good. It's always a bad comment because everyone now hates Kevin Durant for his
He's
moves.
the worst.
But let's be honest, that's straight up facts though. Like
Nah, yeah.
he's speaking the truth.
Like honestly, if I was an NBA player, if I was trash or
LeBron,
a role player, 100% I'm going to go play with
Yeah.
LeBron. I don't care what the media says. I don't care if they say it's LeBron championship. Yeah, go ahead. I didn't do anything
This
other than
championship?
just get
I have a ring.
$1 million and
Yeah.
a ring in my finger. That if someone asks me, "Are you an NBA champion?" Hey, hello, motherfuckers. Here's my rings.
Bling bling.
Here's my rings. But if I'm a superstar, I want nothing to do not only with LeBron, but with another superstar. Like if I was Paul George, I wouldn't want to play with Russell Westbrook. I don't want Russell Westbrook to have one game better than me in the playoffs, and all of a sudden it's Russell Westbrook's championship. Like,
Which is funny because everyone is giving him props for not going and joining LeBron, but he's with a bigger ball hole than LeBron. Like it makes no sense.
If I was a superstar in the NBA, I wouldn't want to join another superstar. Even though it's gonna be harder to win,
You want to beat them.
I'd rather be Charles Barkley and not have a ring than be Kevin Durant and have 3 rings
Yeah.
with Stephen Curry, because nobody's gonna respect your rings, honestly.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna say, "Oh, you just went and joined a 72 and a 73-9 team. You didn't try to win your championships by yourselves or whatever." Like it's the same thing with LeBron. LeBron is the greatest player probably of all time, not named Michael Jordan. And the only people that take LeBron serious is the LeBron fans, and other people are just bringing up the fact that he went to join Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, and that he went to join Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Like people always look for the excuses to why he won a championship, and they never take for granted the fact that he's such a fantastic player that he's in his 16th year and he's having one of his best seasons ever. But
Yeah,
speaking of LeBron, apparently he wants Carmelo Anthony in his team.
Ha!
You need a nap, LeBron. Go
He
take a nap,
became the
bro.
recycle man.
Go take a nap.
And
man.
apparently Magic Johnson and the other guy that's supposedly the GM,
Rob
or
Pelinka.
whatever, yeah, him, he's a Lakers fan, he knows. They don't want Carmelo Anthony.
We call him Big L.
They don't want Carmelo Anthony.
Who are you a fan of, Sergio? Let me know. Let me know how your Bulls are doing right now.
We're fine, bro. We're doing exactly as I expected them to do.
They're leading
My
the-
team too.
They're probably leading the league in the most chances to get in the #1 pick.
That's amazing.
That's good.
You know, not everybody wins that.
I can't say the same
That's
thing
loser
about
mentality,
I
man.
can't say the same thing about the Knicks, so that's good. Anyways, so LeBron said that he would like to play with Carmelo. Magic Johnson and the Lakers apparently don't agree with LeBron.
Yeah.
To be fair, LeBron didn't ask Magic. It wasn't like he asked for the Lakers to trade for Carmelo Anthony. He was just saying to the media that he would like to play with Carmelo Anthony. That if it was an option, he would have Carmelo Anthony in his teams. And I understand that because they are friends. They're like him, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. They're like the closest friends. So like, I understand that he will want to play with Carmelo, and I understand that at this moment in Carmelo's career,
Yeah.
he will need somebody like LeBron to tell them that he wants them in his team. So that-
Carmelo's best choice now is to just go join Lala and Powell. Forget about basketball, bro. You're done.
I don't think even Lala wants to play with Carmelo.
Man,
Right
Just
now.
go to
bro.
Power. Just go to Power and have 50 Cent kill you in their first appearance.
But yeah, like
Listen, I mean, everything LeBron says, everyone's gonna take seriously. But
I personally wouldn't mind Carmelo in the Lakers.
I would, but okay.
He will hate it, but I
I
think
mind
I would.
Carmelo in the NBA right now.
Nah, I wouldn't mind Carmelo in the Lakers. I think he will benefit from having LeBron. LeBron will set him up real good. He wouldn't dominate the ball with LeBron James being there. He would put him in his place.
No, but listen.
Because I think he respects LeBron, and I think he respects the fact that he's going to get a lot of open shots with LeBron feeding him the ball, and probably with Lonzo Ball feeding him the ball. Also, the Lakers are not going to win the championship.
You gotta
Don't
realize,
think they're
though,
going to win the championship, so he's not hurting them.
if by any chance he gets signed to the Lakers, he is not gonna sit down the young stars. He's gonna have to come off that bench.
That might be
Exactly.
the only problem, because he's gonna have to take minutes from Kuzma and from.
And that's my biggest problem. It's not.
That's
it's
gonna
not,
hinder the development.
Exactly. It's
of
not.
this guy.
It's not Melo itself the problem for me. It's the fact that you're stopping the progress of the involvement
Yeah,
of
'cause
those young players.
the only guy that you could replace for Carmelo Anthony is Michael Beasley, because he's the only other player in his position that the Lakers are not really using
Hey,
right
if
now.
you want to take Lance Stevenson also, go ahead.
Nah, I think they need Lance Stevenson.
Hell no.
Lance
Have you been
Stevenson.
watching Lakers game? No, they do not.
Lance
Go
Stevenson.
watch the next
They
game, bro.
definitely need Lance
Lance
Stevenson.
Hell
Stevenson
no.
is a level-headed J.R. Smith. He knows he
said
can't
level-headed.
drink. Yeah, he knows he can't drink before a game. See, that's all you need.
So he drinks afterwards.
Yeah.
No, but,
Anyways, Lance Stevenson actually makes highlight reels.
Of him dancing?
At least you see
of
him
him dancing.
dribbling the ball and passing and
Of
turning
him
it over.
dancing?
Like, at least Lance makes them dance.
Dance make them dance.
No, but look,
He makes
the,
highlight reels, so at
in-
least you want a guy that makes highlight reels in your team if you're not gonna win a championship, of course.
Yeah.
But in the past, LeBron has the reputation of everything he says, it comes through with the GM and the coach and stuff like that. So when LeBron signed, Magic made a point to the press. He was like, "I'm gonna take what he says into consideration, but I'm not gonna make my decision based on what he says." And apparently, that's the truth.
Yeah, LeBron, you should stop collecting garbage. Melo is not the same guy that he once was.
Stop insulting, man.
I'm not insulting him. I'm talking facts, the real truth. And even though after he got kicked out of Houston, they still playing horribly. Something is going on there.
But you know who else got kicked out? Rudy Gobert. Apparently, you can foul on a jump ball. I didn't even know that. Like, I didn't even know that was possible. But in the last game, the Utah Jazz, the very beginning of the game, Rudy Gobert went for a jump ball, and they called a foul on Rudy Gobert, right? Against the Houston Rockets. So, okay, Rudy Gobert has a foul in the very first possession of the game.
A flagrant.
Like 2 minutes later, he bumps James Harden just like this, and James Harden fell a lot more dramatically than that.
You know,
And they
flop
call
it is.
another foul on Rudy Gobert. So Rudy Gobert is now mad. He goes and gives a low five to Derek Favors like this, and then he just swipes the table, the commentator table. So he gets ejected. The referee ejects Rudy Gobert like 3 minutes into the game. Do you guys think that was fair?
Hell no.
Yo, we should start calling Harden the flip-flop. That was a flop if I ever seen a flop.
Come on, man, but he's a big flop. But you gotta do something about these refs, though. They suck ass.
I mean,
you should know by now what's a flop or
What
not. Come
I
on.
think is that they need to establish some anger management, because that guy was angry for no reason.
he was.
He had a reason, but he was like, "Come on, you gotta find your inner self." You gotta
Nah,
calm
He
yourself
was,
down."
he was so heated that you could see him in the locker rooms watching the game while working out. He was in a freaking treadmill watching the game while it was happening.
I mean, you gotta make the best over. He was expecting to do some cardio that night, so he didn't get it.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I
Might as
mean,
well
like,
run.
I feel like Rudy was justified to be upset. I mean, how do you get 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes of the game when you didn't really foul anybody? I mean, that foul that he gave to Harden, you could arguably say that Harden, not arguably, Harden flopped.
Definitely.
And you could arguably say that it was a play
I
arm.
would really be mad if they don't fine Harden. He gotta get fined for this.
Like,
A lot of the players have been
I don't
getting
even-
fined for
I don't
flopping.
even-
He gotta get fined.
I
for
don't
this.
even care about that, because the fine that they give people for flopping, it's like telling them to buy
but at least that
a
brings to the
pastelito
realization.
story.
realization that he actually flopped. It wasn't the guy's fault. It
Like,
wasn't
if they-
Rudy's fault.
If they did
I
it
feel
more
like
often,
they should punish them in game, not because of, not with the money.
Yeah.
There's nothing to them.
nah, just start giving out suspensions.
Yeah, like
That's what
next
they gotta
game
do.
you can't play or some shit like that.
Like, not
come on, man.
fines. These people are millionaires. They don't care about your 25-cent fine.
Right?
Like, it's stupid.
Oh!
Oh yeah, Sergio had a question.
I was
for
gonna
us.
ask you guys a question. So this is this guy at my job. He played basketball in college. Briefly, there's this thing that when we play outside, he does this thing that we call a carry because he brings the ball here, right? And he says, "Oh no, Iverson used to do that. That's not a carry at all, at all." So then I saw some comments that this guy said one of the best ball handlers in the NBA. Tim Hardaway, not junior, senior.
I was about to say.
Senior.
I mean,
He said
has
he
improved
said
ball handling.
that Iverson always carried the ball, and it brings to the fact that also in the comments it said that now today in the NBA, the ball is being carried left and right, but just referees stopped calling it. What do you guys think about that?
I'll believe it.
I
I'll
100.
believe it.
I 100% agree. I feel like the referees not only they stopped calling carries, but they also stopped calling travels.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was one of the points I made, that ever since the Lebron era, back in the days, we never saw the extra step that players take. Now they call it the gathering step. That's new. That is something new. And that about the carrying, that's something that Iverson brought to the NBA. That's what a lot of old school players from, like there was this guy that I met at a park. We used to call him Pop. He was like 76 years old. He hated
Yo, Poppy.
He hated Iverson. He said Iverson ruined the game because Iverson was the first that we saw as a point guard to be scoring first. You know, he was the first of that.
Yeah.
He was the very first. Point guards before him were all about passing. They were facilitators. But then Iverson came and he was a scorer. That's why they consider him the best pound for pound. You know, and he evolved the game with the handling. With now that's why they don't carry. Nobody had the handles that Iverson brought in, if we say, you know. So that's what brings back that a lot of players have come in and they have upgraded the game for the better. Now, even Curry now. Back in the days, a shot from 25 feet away from the 3-point line was a bad shot.
Yeah.
Now that's a go-to shot now.
For him though.
A lot of players are doing
a lot of players
it.
are taking
Damian Lillard does it. James Harden.
Trae Young.
Hey,
does it
Trae
a lot.
Young.
Well, even LeBron has done a couple of the shots.
Yeah, but look at
Durant
Curry for
does it.
example. Curry had he was 46% last season from beyond from 25 feet away, and he took only 26 shots. But defenders are not defending it because like, nah, that shot is too far. He's not gonna.
Yeah.
And he's being persistent, you know.
Speaking of Curry,
Efficient, that's
they're
right.
saying
Efficient,
if
yeah.
he keeps playing the way he is, he can be the first player to be 50-50-50. 50,
You mean
50,
50-50, 90.
50, 90. Yeah, I'm sorry. 50, 50, 90.
That'd be awful if it was 50-50.
Yeah, that would be horrible. That would be horrible.
Wow, that's
Like
something.
That'd be
50%
amazing.
from the free throw line, 50
Because
from
the only person to ever do it in the first 30 games, it was Steve Kerr, where he only averaged 8 points a game.
Wow.
Stephen Curry averages 30 points, and he's shooting freaking.
But something
50.
else I noticed too that I was reading that LeBron might be the only player to break the most scoring, to break a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar record, if he keeps playing how he's playing right now about scoring. If he play,
Right.
because he
We
plans.
talked about that in a video about LeBron James and who's the
Yeah.
next GOAT.
So you see that with Curry, for example, that is something like we've seen history being made.
It's
Yeah,
crazy,
Right
yo.
now, and a lot of things are changing.
It's crazy because he's shooting a better 3-point percentage that Russell Westbrook is shooting from the field, from like two. Yeah.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. You guys liked them. Everybody liked them.
I
Russell
mean,
Westbrook.
the game is
whatever.
evolving a lot and very fast. Like back in the day, you used to see a guy 7 feet tall. You would think he can't dribble the ball. He can't like move fast. He's slow. He should
Yeah.
be slow. And then you got a guy like Giannis and
They playing shooting guard ball from the big man. Now you know
yeah.
back in the days, the big man was back to the rim. We rarely see back
And
to
they
the
will
rim.
only dribble like this and give up the ball away instead of pick or like
Yeah.
like they will take 2 dribbles instead of pick. They will never like try to do crossovers or any of that stuff.
That's what they're saying. Giannis is doing so well this year because they have Brook Lopez. So now instead of just standing in the paint,
Yeah, now
he can go to the freaking corner, and that leaves the paint open for Giannis himself.
coming. But even that, he's jumping over people. So he doesn't.
It doesn't even
People
matter.
there doesn't really matter having somebody there.
I
It's
should have
great.
teetered for Team Hardaway. Sorry.
Rest in peace. Oh my
Yeah,
God! What do you guys think? Is the NBA now too soft, according to Giannis? Is
It's
LeBron
too funny,
toxic? Should he be a Pokemon? Is the NBA getting better? What do you guys think? Please let us know. You guys
Should
are
Melo
so
play
quiet.
with LeBron?
I didn't even want to mention Melo, but he did. What do you guys think about Melo, guys? Just be honest.
Should Rudy Gobert
Let's
get
all
a
agree.
raise
Let's all agree he's
for
trash.
missing a game because of the referees?
Let's just agree. Let's go together.
I hate
Come together now. Come together now. LeBron, Melo.
Bye.